got some new plants. This I've never ever heard about. I've probably seen it in passing in plant lists. However, never heard of it. African mint potato. It has an edible tuber that could be eaten raw, and unlike sunchokes, which apparently are known to make you quite gassy, I've never had a sunchoke personally before, but I was able to talk to some really experienced gardeners, and these could be eaten raw. Grown as a ground cover, drought tolerant, beautiful, beautiful. I'm really stoked for this. And how we got to go there is I went on Facebook local plant groups, and that's why I don't sleep on the plant groups. Go on Facebook, look up your town, and plus gardeners or plants, anything. And so I saw someone post free mamey sapote trees, which don't have that yet. I do have black sapote grown from seed from a friend's fruit. Here she is, mamey sapote, and it was free. And the listing said anyone was welcome to them, one per person, and 100% free. So went around 6 p.m. to go pick them up, and the most brilliant humans I've met in a long time. They were so fun to talk to, and I didn't have a notebook on me, and the entire time I was just too stunned to speak, because like I always say, every day I find a new plant or learn of a new plant. Doesn't matter how much you read about plants, there's always going to be more plants. And the amount I've never heard of, I've never seen in person, I didn't know it could grow here, was astronomical. And so I got the mamey sapote, the African potato mint, which I'm just beyond stoked for, and they gave us 2 turmeric, and I really, really wanted turmeric. I have ginger, Bumblebee ginger. Turmeric is sold everywhere, but for some reason all of the Publixes out here do not cover or carry it. So I got 2 turmeric plants. I'm really excited. And he had black turmeric as well as a green turmeric. It was really cool to see. The black was like purpley, beautiful, and the green turmeric was like seafoam green, like mint green. Really, really pretty. And wow. And it was the first time got to try the miracle fruit, and wow. Did get the seed, saved the seed, had this jacket on, so I just put it in a pocket and planted it. We'll see. The seed. I did want to show this. The medic. Still blooming beautifully. It's got a really nice, really unique fragrance. Really, really lovely. I wanna try to give it some. And what else? Also got 2 Surron cherries. Gonna be planting them as seeds. And that used to be one of my favorite things to go and eat, because they're kind of like bell peppers. One thing I have to do. Still working with this bag. Ain't this neat? Come on. Where's... I printed a stencil with Snappo's 3D printer. I'm trying to learn how to, I've been trying to learn how to draw on and off for a long time, but I really want to learn how to draw the plants that I see, and I want to start my own like guide of the local wild edibles with just drawings, and kind of kill a few birds with one stone, and just leave them everywhere. And I've been wanting to make a zine for a long time. I used to like drawing little doodles and just leaving them in random places. add some magic to someone's mundane day, if it is. And not saying my doodles are magic, but you know, I think yeah, they're not very good, but the subject matter is always fun to play with. But got this. This, don't know if anyone could guess. I'm sure there's a few of you that know exactly what this is. This is to punch through a barrel, wine barrel. It's a barrel tap. It's a something tap. And the top of it's chipped, so it was probably very, very sharp at one point. And the woman who passed away, and I ended up at her yard sale, she did Yesteryear Village at the fair, the South Florida Fair. Found this there, and really nice. But it goes in soil perfectly. I only use it for very special seeds, and because it's just such a joy to own one. Really beautiful. Hi, Kitten. Going to free the plumbago real quick before I forget. There's just a little too much of the Mexican dream herb growing over it and in it. Hope everyone's having a perfect day. Okay, so it's kind of like, you know, so I'm just gonna do it really slow. Because this, yeah, I need new cutters. This is really, really nice to burn as an incense. You could actually add it to smoke blends. And when I harvest this, I make absolute sure that no other plant gets mixed in with it. But Salvia zacatashishi, Mexican dream herb. This has been used traditionally to enhance dreams, and really cool. Plants of stories can never used traditionally by the Chantals, native peoples of Mexico, I believe. I don't want to say the wrong part. But it smells fantastic. This isn't dream herb. This is Spanish needle. Let's see if I can show. The stem of Spanish needle is square. It's pretty neat. Don't know if you could really see, but it's a square. Okay, I thought it was a little breezy out today, so please excuse my chicken arms or whatever people say. Not here. Y'all are chill. Talking about the people in my real life. The plumbago is, oh, what a horrible view. The plumbago is sprouting up out of the ground, so that's why I'm kind of going in here a little bit more carefully than just ripping stuff. Because I live really far from nurseries, so I can't really replace or like fill it up more. I just kind of have to wait for stuff to grow out. Because this was one plant, one tiny little plant, and it was actually dried out. I can't remember if she gave it to, because it was really dried out, but I really wanted plumbago because this grows everywhere in Lake Worth, and you could see it's fun to do. I used to walk around with flowers all over me because they have these little sticky things at the ends, and you could just put them anywhere. And they just stick. So I just walk around with flowers all over. should go and grab my shovel. What's that? Huh. There's a gorgeous little white flower in here, so I'm gonna leave that plant. I might go grab the shovel just so I can just get the whole root out. I don't really feel like pulling the same plant. These are what I have to work with right now. Don't have any cutters. Let's see, is that it? I could have sworn I saw a ton in here yesterday. That's it. Good. Very cool. I love this plant, and it's just the smallest little plant. And I know it doesn't look very great because it's just kind of like growing how it wants, but I think that's pretty great. That's nice. I really don't care how long it takes me to weed an area, as long as I'm not pulling things. So I will like double check even things that I'm pulling, because you never know what just pops up on its own, especially in a place like Florida where there is so much. Like the plants that got from the beasts. I don't know what else the beasts. Some of the most impressive plants and the most impressive setup. So I, of course, offered to volunteer for free. I don't pull things that I'm not 100% sure are weed anyway. So, yeah, no, definitely. To me, I mean, Jesus, college wouldn't be so like expensive if information wasn't valuable. I get that's a dumb thing to say, but that's why when you hear me say, I mean, it doesn't matter how broke I am, I will always offer, especially people that know far more than me, which is many people, I will always offer to volunteer, because, yeah, I only have 2 hands, but the amount I could learn makes it so worth it. It makes it not only worth it, but, you know, I feel like I get more out of a situation like that. If I'm like helping in someone's garden for the day, I end up with more because the information, it stays in my mind. That's forever. And you know, if I help clear a garden of weeds, the weeds will come back in a few days, but the information that makes its way into my mind is there forever. And I think that is an excellent trade-off. It keeps your body moving, and keeps you discovering new things, your curiosity alive, learning. I really enjoy it. I like it. It's one of the coolest plants I've ever seen. It's like a sunchoke. And she had it looks like Jules of Opar, but her flowers look a little bigger. And so I'm gonna mail a pack of the seeds, because if it's a different variety, sometimes I forget that every plant has a family of its own and all kinds of relatives and distant cousins. And so it's always wise to find things in the same family. And same thing with like here in Florida, sweet potato or like anything. You could look up Florida native potato or Florida native this, Florida native that, and like it's. I know why there's so many theories that say Florida is in fact Eden, because most freshwater springs in the world, and the amount of life, and there's no mountains, nothing like that. No sheets of ice, no like snow caps, but the diversity from these like hot, humid lands, and of course a lot of tourism and a lot of people moving from all over the place, bringing all kinds of plants, and that adds even more. You know, I'm not staunchly pure native plants. I do try to stay away from like things that act like invasives, and more effort in that. But for the longest time, I just planted and grew what I could, which yeah, that's that's all I can do. I thought there's much more Spanish let's find another place to clear. I do have to get in here. There's Virginia creeper. Look at that. It's so close to the ginger. It's going up milkweed. See it? It's going up milkweed. Oh, and there's some Brazilian pepper. Put this in the middle so it dries, doesn't re-root, and it will get mowed over. Unfortunately, not everything can stay, not everything can coexist with other plants, because that strangles. Virginia creeper, beautiful leaves, and a beautiful red kind of vine, but it really gets a little too comfortable. Like, see, it's going up this mulberry. That is. There's a mystery growing right here. It doesn't immediately look like something that I'm aware of. Wow, what's that? Wow, what's that? Cool little seed things. I don't know if you can see the cool little seed things. But this is the Bumblebee ginger. I know I throw it all the time, but I really like it. And it's pretty dang new. The petals, it tastes kind of like grape skin. Oh yeah. Skin's right out. Look at my change. This dress is got it from a thrift store for like $2. But it's Shine. I don't know. Shein. Oh yeah, Shein. That's what it was. Shein. Brazilian pepper. I really can't see the screen. It was easier during the first few weeks of spring, but now it's like, it smells so good. It really does. I have a guilty pleasure of smelling Brazilian pepper. And I know it's used in folk traditions for ritual uses. As far as I know, they are not edible. I remember chewing on them as a kid, and they're very peppery, just like pepper. There are varieties that are edible, and it produces a pink peppercorn, but I am not too aware of them. And started paying more attention to hollies recently, because I really want a Yopon holly, or Dahun holly, any of the natives. And because they're such a beautiful growing tree, but these are definitely monsters. They will grow and grow and grow, and they produce so many fruits that they are very successful. I'm sure there's something in these that are useful, and we just haven't, I don't know. I think there's something useful in everything, though, and you just gotta find the key to unlock it. Because they're so tough and very resourceful, and you grow it in and out of anything. Very intense plant. So the reason why I'm like so lost on what to do, it smells just like black pepper, it's crazy. The reason why I'm so lost on what to do is I don't really want to start any more seeds, even though I have hardly any seeds started, but water is something I'm just worried about. And there's nothing harder for me, than starting with just seeds and then watching them dry out, and this tray is starting to, but I'm gonna rinse my hand real quick because I have pepper sap all over me. I just cup some water in my hands and then wash it. Never know. It's a brain. Really, I don't know what's going on. Hope everyone's having a perfect day. Given circumstances. I was saying that, I don't know if I should even talk about it. Never mind. One day, like, freedom of speech will mean exactly what it sounds like again. Because, like, there's so many things that I really want to discuss out of human curiosity, but, like, I could just feel like I don't know. I mean, y'all seen about the red heifers, right? I'm not going crazy. Alright, so, okay, never mind. I don't know what to talk about. I don't know why someone would want to bring the end of times. I think that's what I'm hung up on. And I kind of forgot about it until yesterday, and all the news, like, not news, because, like, I don't see them really covering it. I'm a little curious. Curious is the word. Any news on the red heifers about to be sacrificed? Which is just, the reason why I'm hung up on it is because, like, for instance, in some folk traditions, or hoodoo, or voodoo, if you will, there are animal sacrifices, and the animal is eaten, in most cases that I'm aware of, and I'm not even that aware. I just like studying just anything that drives curiosity, and anything that is human, and but that's demonic, and that's you know what I mean, like, but not eating I don't get the double standard. I really don't. And because I see it all the time, like Like Azalea Banks was attacked for practicing West African traditions and or Afro-Caribbean traditions, and saying it was demonic and this and that. But then you have this going on right now, and it's like I don't know. I just don't see anybody like being like, oh, okay, yes. I mean, I don't really care. Like, I like all human tradition. I find a lot of interest in it. Getting to know other people through core beliefs is pretty dang deep, and it's, you know, it's like it's deep, but it's traversable, and everybody has beliefs. Everyone has core beliefs. Everybody has something that's driving them and keeping them sane, if you will. But I'm just curious as to like if it's like trying to come up with the words. Trying to navigate this world today as a people pleaser has not been easy. But yeah, they're gorgeous cows are about to be. I don't know. I'm very curious. The only thing I know about this, it comes from a South Park episode. I'll be totally real. Like that's and reading just through cultures and you know, human mystery, but casually. Like I'm not at a desk with like an oil lamp and a magnifying glass. I'm just reading stuff. Like, instead of watching TV shows, I'd rather watch documentaries on worldwide traditions, because that's what, like, I don't know, that's like a actual driving force, and I really, really, really dig that. But just curious, because these be very confusing, and I don't really have anyone I could ask. And I mean no harm by asking. It's just that's happening right at this moment, I think. I don't know if it's happening. That's what I can't figure out. But anyway, off of that. Off of that. Back onto plants. Isn't that curious? Curious. Still curious. Can't help it. It's like all I can think about right now. But that's okay. But I need a distraction. I really do need a distraction. I brought all the shells inside. Snappo? I'm just curious. Because I can be. I could be curious. Shite. I think I ruined the stream. Okay, I think I'm gonna skedaddle and do some Googling so I could just get this off of my mind. I shouldn't have watched the TV. It's okay. Curiosity is a natural sensation. You know, I just can't help but be curious. I just can't help but be curious. I can't help but be curious. I think that there's so much going on in this world right now that I'm really hung up on, like, not necessarily why, because that's not even something that one could arrive at. But like, what are people expected to say or think? Nothing. Good luck with that. We're data feeders. We think, we observe. That's what we do as human beings. And every time I go to talk, I stop myself because like this is a product of the times, I guess. I didn't think I would live to a day where the like silent songs of the 60s, the war songs of the 60s bring just as true today as any other era. And I grew up during the Iraq War, like, but it was different. There was like, it was different. Now it's just like a paper shredder, and everyone hates everyone for no reason that they could even put into words, and you're wasting your life, time, energy, everything. And so that's really hard to witness 24/7. And like my friends on Facebook, like my friends list on Facebook, just watching like interactions is really quite troubling. But you know, what am I to say? I don't really care. I really value other people's opinions. It doesn't matter if I agree with them or not. Case in point, Gonzalo Lira. Gonzalo Lira and I are probably polar opposite human beings, but to wish death upon someone because they're observing something and coming to their own conclusions or opinions is a mess. That is not good. At all, in my opinion. But it's just, I try so hard to stay away from the news right now because it's all bullshit. It's none of it feels like watching a Black Mirror episode. And I try to watch every different like news station, and it's like all these like, oh my god, yeah, the group think or whatever. I don't like that. I like having a variety of opinions. Like in debate, like you don't debate someone that's like you don't debate like the same opinion. I just don't know how to put it into words where it doesn't sound insensitive, because I'm not an insensitive person. I know that for sure. And very open-minded. I also know that for sure. And which that's not something I would have said 5 years ago. I didn't think nothing of it. But I don't know. It's really disheartening. It's really just, I don't know. It's starting to get annoying waking up in the morning rather than like, which the mornings are always difficult for me because just too much to think about. Because like everyone has family stuff, and I certainly have a lot of family stuff happening at all times. Like, to be fully transparent, my mom's birthday's in a few days, but my dad is a brutal alcoholic and won't even let me near their house. So, all because I said that he should take. He was going on and on about some medicine his pain doctor wants to give him to quit drinking, and I said, why not do that? And that was enough to, you know, fuck you, you stupid cunt. Like, okay, so. Can't go there. My mom's just kind of sitting there on a couch in a dark house, so it's unbelievably hard to focus. And just out of control nonsense. And I'm an only child, so it's like it's just a mess. Her birthday's the 29th. And like, he's gotten her to such a point that I really want to talk about this because something has to give. I've been putting up with this for 31 years now. And it's never ending. It doesn't matter how far I move. It doesn't matter anything. I wish I wasn't on my phone so I could show you the text messages that I get. He doesn't type into the phone, he reads it. So it's just all stars, because that's how vulgar he speaks. And yeah, I just don't really know what to do about it. And yeah, so I really can't think, and I apologize for that, because just... And like, as much as I love every human being, I have no allegiance to assholes. I'm not like the keeper of like their secrets. And it's just wildly unfair. And pushed absolutely everyone away, and like I'm still straggling because I will never abandon my mother. But oh my god, even if she tries to call me, he starts screaming in the background, I told you, you can't talk to her for another fucking week. Like, that is so fucking crazy. And so crazy. But in a way I'm thankful for it, because I know for 100% fact I'll never treat another human being like that. And when my mom attempted to take her life, I was kicked out at 16. Spent my 17th birthday in someone's backyard. I just see her text messages coming through. That's why it's all like at the forefront of my mind. It's just so... And it's gotten to a point that she can't like have any original thoughts anymore. Like, he just starts screaming, and he just has the TV on full blast 24/7, and it'll be the same episode of Monk, and he'll scream at you. Scream. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if it's me, one of his friends. He'll scream at you because it's the good part. And that's why I like to fantasize about taking baseball bats to television sets. But anywho, I am going to play some cards, because between the red heifers and my father the heifer, like why not just take him? Like, bruh, people love cows. Like, just kidding. That's so insensitive. I'm just kidding. I use humor like a cozy blanket, and yeah. But yeah, so never pass assumptions, because you never know. Because I know I'm like usually quite chipper until I think of the news for more than 2 seconds or development. But with my mom's birthday coming up, I just really don't know what to do. And so like I'm gonna try to hustle on Etsy just to get her an Uber. It's a county away, so it's not as simple as like you know, it's really upsetting. And like they say, don't talk about personal stuff, but I don't believe that for everyone. Like, I think it's more useful to be transparent. Because if someone's making your life hell, you don't gotta keep that a secret to protect them. That's what I did. But it affects so much. And then like, I don't know, people could relate, and if they could relate, I think that is a huge deal. Anything to make anybody not feel alone is a huge deal. And because I'm not only child, and I know I'm not alone. I've been convinced I was before, but I don't know. No one is alone. And that's why I want to start a group of vets and civilians, so we could all get together and fuck the bullshit. And then, yeah, it's gonna be called Suck My PTSD. And yeah, I have a huge respect for vets and anybody who's gone through hell. I have a huge respect for every human being, and I'm not just saying that. And I'll stream every day, and I feel like you'll begin to see that. I'm not just saying that. It's not a character I'm playing by any means. This is, I am the character. So, but, only child, so, I've always been in my own world. Look, Bromeliad. But yeah, I can't get a few things off of my mind right now. But I'm going to, we'll just use this energy to decimate on COD. So I'm gonna tank. But anyway, happy trails. Thank you all for joining. I know this wasn't very fruitful, but I made a huge mistake looking at the news and reading my text messages, because usually I avoid two of those things, because I'm a human being. My mind is always reeling, and if something like rotten gets in there, it's gonna start permeating the good, and I don't know, I can't focus. Can't focus at all. Yeah, just really, really disappointed and stuff with my own family situation, because nobody talks to each other, and kind of the only. One day I'll make a whole holding film, but it's just, don't make someone else's life hell. Just make your own life hell. Do what I do. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't make my life hell. Like, the world is full of so much magic. This is my point. It doesn't matter how much is being pressured upon. There's always a log to flip. There's always a sky to stare into. There's always leaves. When you look at a leaf, you see so much, like all the veins, and you see so much, and especially when it's in sun. Looking at a leaf through sunlight is very magical. All the cells, really good stuff. But yeah, don't let the world get you down. Just grow some plants for food. Okay, so this is gonna end up lingering. I guess I didn't eat yet. Maybe that's it. I got a cheese stick, but I haven't eaten it yet. Oh, everyone has stress. It's so natural. So, yeah. I think that's it. Happy trails.